YouTube. How y'all doing? It's been a long time, right? It's been about a month. It's been about 3 weeks or a month that I haven't uploaded a video. I am getting back to myself. When you are healing, when you are growing, when you are learning, when you're developing, when you are awakening, sometimes you just got to take time and just be by yourself. And not really by yourself, because I'm not by myself. Praise God that I have a beautiful support system. But I just have been offline, working on me, working for me. And I am at a point where I have to make a major decision. I wanted to share this message because I feel like it could help someone. I'm at a point to where I need to make a major decision. And I'm scared and I'm nervous. I've cried about it multiple times. If my eyes look crazy, that's why. And it's just something that I know I have to do. It's just something that it's just something I know I have to do. And it's scary, y'all. When God tells you to do something, it may be scary, because you don't know what's next, or because you can't see how all of the I'm itching. How all of the dots connect. And it's because Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith. A leap of faith where you literally just jump off the cliff and you just trust that you're going to fly. And fly far beyond the height of which you jumped off of. You know what I mean? So if the cliff was right here, you're going to jump off and you're going to be able to fly, higher than you could ever imagine. So I'm just going to share the message. I feel like I'm kind of going all over the place, and it's just because I was called to do it and I don't have my thoughts together because I'm processing at the same time. So I guess I'll be processing the message as you all are processing the message or receiving the message. We have been in the dark for too long. We have been hidden for too long. And y'all know definitely for me, because I haven't been on YouTube in so long. But during that time where we were in the dark, when we were concealed, and I'll show you the card. During this time, we have been understanding who we are. We have been understanding the gifts that we have. We have been understanding the purpose that God has for us. The purpose that you have for you as well. And a lot of this is directly connected to, and this is for me. So if you're masculine, just switch this out to masculine, right? But the feminine card showed up because I'm the one that did the reading. But during this time, this is what you've been doing. You've been connecting to your inner goddess. It has not been an easy road understanding who she is. It has not been an easy road standing in that femininity, but it has been freaking beautiful. If y'all are looking at my nails, it's because I was trying to decide what color to put on my toes, and I went with the red for the root chakra, y'all, because I feel like I am building from the ground up again. Anyway, okay, yeah. So during this time, you have been connecting to your inner goddess. You know what I mean? And connecting with your inner goddess on so many levels, where you understand your dark and your light. You understand, the things that haunt you, your fears, your doubts, and you understand your light. You understand what moves you, what motivates you, your purpose, your passion. And during this time of concealment, I have been finding the balance between the two, right? Really understanding and stepping into my goddessness. And I'm still understanding. I'm still connecting. I am still And you may still be in this position as well. You are still connecting, you are still understanding. But I will say this. You have made a major, y'all, a major discovery about who you are and what you're here to do, about what you want to do. Do it. Okay, do it. Whatever you have gone in and contemplated and meditated and just spent time with you on, either you have gotten your answer or your answer is coming. It is on the way. It is here, y'all. I'm proclaiming that. It's here, okay? That you will have a major revelation or multiple back to back. Just back to back, back to back. Y'all, I'm telling you, they've been back to back. It's like every moment of the day, I was getting something new. It's just been coming in. It's just been overflowing. But it's been beautiful to see myself grow in a way that I've always wanted. And it's also been scary because I've always been that other version of me that now stepping into this new, coming out, okay? Taking off your cloak. Finally showing the world who you are, which is a goddess or masculine if you're watching this and you're male. It's finally time to step out. It's finally time to step out. And then the next card that came out was air, imagination. During this time, you've been participating in a lot of air magic, okay? That's just your thoughts, y'all. That's you manifesting things. That's you dreaming about the future. You've been connected to so much. You've been calling in so much. Wishing, praying, meditating for so much during this time of concealment. And now it's time to take what you know and use that air element for your favor, for your greater good. And I read this. I'm going to read it again. I read it and it just clicked so perfectly for what's going on in my life. And I hope that it does something for you too. So it says air, imagination. Don't be afraid. No need for fright. Imagination's sacred site. So I'm going to pause there just for a second. There is no need to fear. And as I was saying earlier, that when you are about to do something new, when you are about to do something spiritual, when you are about to step by faith, it can seem scary because we're so used to walking by what we see here. We're so used to seeing all of the dots connected. We want to know every step of the way before we decide to make a decision. But I want you to remember that you are a spiritual being, okay? That you are so much bigger, so much better. And there is nothing that you have to fear. Okay? There is no one and there is nothing that you have to fear. All you have to do is trust. Okay? Believe. You trust and know that you would never leave you astray, just like God would never leave you astray. Okay? Your inner voice, your goddess, you are the goddess. You would never leave you astray because you are always looking out for you. You are always looking out for what's best for you. And not even just you, but for those around you, for those that you love. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Don't be afraid. No need for fright. Imagination, sacred sight. Time to believe, for it's the key. Unleash your gift. Trust what you see. This magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is done. The power of air sweeps through your imagination, urging you to believe what you see. For you have been blessed with second sight. Strange shapes in the sky, vivid colors as you close your eyes, Citing repetitive signs and symbols all confirm your natural clairvoyance, a canny gift for which, indeed. So, discard your doubts about your ability of clear seeing. For these fears blow you off course. Instead, stand firm in the eye of the storm and know that your visions are valid. For your imagination is the gateway to real magic that beacons a world you have been longing to discover. You have been longing to discover where you are to go next. Y'all feel like I'm about to start preaching. You have imagined, you are longing to go to that place outside of where you are right now, to go to this unknown space. And to get there, it requires you to take a major leap of faith. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it. There is no reason to allow doubt and to allow fear to creep into your mind, to creep into your sacred space, because you are protected, you are divinely guided, and it is already yours. You wouldn't see it if it wasn't for you. It's meant for you to be in that place. And it requires you to get a little uncomfortable to get there. Because in that uncomfortable space, you learn to trust. You learn to trust God, and you learn to trust yourself in ways that you could have never imagined. Ways, I'm telling you, y'all, ways you would have never imagined. You would have never imagined that God would carry you and keep you, that your ancestors would walk with you, go ahead of you, stand alongside of you, stand behind you, stand around you, protecting you, guiding you, and leading you. You would have never imagined what it really looks like to be there. You only get a small glimpse of the greatness that lies ahead. I'm telling you, it's so much greater. I'm telling you, it's so much better. I'm telling you, it's so much bigger. So much bigger. And for this amount of abundance, I want to say like extreme abundance, not even just like abundance that people talk, that we use that word very casually. I'm talking about something so grand, something so big. You like, oh, I would have never imagined I would be here. And it's because you allowed yourself to trust in what Spirit has for you. It's because you trust your ancestors and your angels to guide you and protect you and to walk with you. It's because you trust yourself enough to listen. And not only to listen, but to do. Because we hear ourselves speak all the time. We hear our intuition speak to us all the time. But this time, we are going to do. Oh, and the outcome is so great. So great. It says, call upon the spirits of the air to enhance your creativity and meditation abilities, and to stimulate your mind as you light incense, a yellow candle, and face the direction of east. This is a great time for fertility, as air blows you in the direction of new beginnings. It's a new beginning, y'all. This is unknown territory. Ooh, but you're going to stand in that bitch like you've been there before. Okay? You're going to be in there like you know exactly what you're doing. Because you're carried. Because you are protected. Because you got an army that walks alongside of you. Okay? You have an army ahead of you. They've already been there. They're like, yeah, come on. Come on. Okay, this is why we're telling you to take the leap of faith. Go ahead and jump off. We did it. We did it. We already know what lies ahead for you. You only got a little bit of that taste of greatness. That little bit of peace that you're going to get. I'm telling you, it's going to be so much greater than what you can even imagine, what you can ever imagine. Okay? Work with the element of air to still the mind. Meditate daily. Start a new project. Trust your second sight. Write, paint, or draw. Get outside. Hear the wind. Take long walks or skydive. This is air revealed. As the air awakes in the east, air calls us to breathe in the sacred element of a focus of communication, movement, and knowledge. Air is the element of new life and possibilities. Air reflected through the four winds carries our thoughts and dreams, binding them together as one force of visualization and focus. Know that where you're going is where you're supposed to be. That the time that you have spent concealed, that the time that you have spent learning, understanding, accepting, forgiving, healing yourself in this time of concealment, it was all to put you in your natural state, which is a goddess. And now you may walk forward. You may walk forward knowing that it's going to work out for your good. Okay? For your good. I pulled some other cards, right? And the cards that came out were believe in the impossible and step out of your comfort zone. Some of us, or some of you, are told to go somewhere you've never been before. It is unknown territory. To do something where you're like, well, how the hell is this going to work, God? What am I going to do once I get there? What am I going to do to get there? Whatever that action is that you need to do before getting there, whatever it is that you're holding on to, maybe you're like, oh, I'll let go of it once I'm there. Or I'll jump. I'll take the leap of faith. Y'all want to know what's happening to my body? I feel stiff. Like all of a sudden my back just got stiff. Like somebody's afraid to go. Like they were just about to go and then they just stopped. I feel stiff. My back. My back. I forgot what I was saying because that took me for a second. Yeah, that took me. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. That fear and that doubt, those are the things that we went inside to conquer. You know what I mean? We have fear about going in and facing ourselves and facing all of us. We have fear about healing the parts of ourselves we never wanted to confront. But we did. We did. And your spirit is saying you're ready. God is saying you're ready. Your ancestors are saying you're ready. You can't hold on to that thing. And I don't know what that thing is for y'all. I know what it is for me. You can't hold on to that thing and decide you're going to let it go once you get to the new place. Because that thing that you're holding on to is actually a blockage. You're not going to get to the new place if you continue to hold on to that thing, that person, that job, that money. You're not going to get there if you keep holding on to it. Because you're not holding on to it because it's good for you, or because it feeds you, because it heals you, because it's good for your soul. You're holding on to it because of fear, because of doubt, because you're scared. And that is what you have gone inside to overcome. This is the test. This is the time to do it. Are you going to do it? Are you going to leap? Are you going to believe in the impossible? Are you going to step out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to get uncomfortable right now for a moment so that you can stand in your greatness, so that you can live where you want to live, so that you can go where you want to go, so that you can be what you want to be? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone? Are you willing to jump? I feel like if I had tarot, the food card would be here. 3 more cards, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. The last 3 cards are light, transformation, and inspiration. I just want to start off by saying you have been transforming already. Every time you put that cloak on and go inward, right? It's kind of like the Hermit card. You are transforming in that. We transform every day. It may be small transformations or transformations that you're not even aware about. If you're a person who for the longest time you could never say no, and you've started to just inch in a couple of no's, even though a couple times, that's transformation. If you are a person who give yourself to somebody and they don't give back to you, and you start saying, you know what, I'm gonna draw back, that's transformation. We are transforming each and every day. You have transformed. And they are taking you to a new place. You are being called to a new place, to a new space, to a new atmosphere. Okay? You are stepping into a new frequency. Higher vibrating. My body is doing this. Like little, I don't even know how to explain it. Just like this. You have been, you're transitioning into a higher vibration. You're moving forward. And when you get there, you're going to learn how to master that vibration too and walk into another. You're always transforming, and you will always be transforming to become the better you, the best you. That's why they say you're in competition with no one but yourself. Because each and every day you're striving to be the best version of yourself. And in order to do that, we have to go through states where we're uncomfortable. We have to go through states where we're always reflecting and we're always looking in. But I want to say that during this time, even if it doesn't feel pretty, it might feel messy, it may feel confusing, there is a huge ball of light around you. Okay? Your light is so god dang on bright. It's so dang on bright. Not only is your light bright, but the light that your ancestors are shining on you, that the light that your council, okay, your team is shedding on you is so bright. And they are also shedding light in the dark so that you can see. You might not be able to see all the way to where you're going, but you're able to take one step at a time. One step at a time in order to get to where you're going. Don't stay there, because then you just stay in the dark. Take those small steps to get to where you want to go. So that you can continue to transform into the person that you are meant to be. And then the last card that came out was inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of transformation. Come dusk or dawn, she'll come at any time. My inspiration came today. Y'all know I love my friend Shavanya. Y'all know I love her. She's a powerful fucking reader, y'all. This girl is so damn talented. Divine and gifted. She ain't lying. Okay? She ain't lying. I just watched her weekend energy read. Then I watched another person. She just changed her name on her YouTube. Holistic Healing. I don't always watch her, but I just watched. She has an ancestral healing message, and I didn't even get all the way through before the message just came to me, and I came in here to pull some cards for myself, and then it was put on my heart to share. What you've been doing in the dark, I think you feel like you're not ready, or it's not time. Baby, it's time. It is time right now. Right now is the time to go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. Right now is the time to go ahead and make the decision, to make the call, to send that email. Right now is the time to block that person, to move on, to heal. Now is the time. Now is the time to do that. And I'm pretty sure you've gotten it inside of yourself already. Y'all, I have a lot of things happening right now. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of things happening to my body. Okay. But now is the time to step out. Now is the time. And if you haven't gotten your message of inspiration, I hope this is it. I hope this motivates you to go ahead and make the choice that you've been longing to make for a very long time. Go ahead and do it. I'm going to end with these three cards. These are the cards I want on the bottom of the deck. I know I said I was going to end with those other ones, but you know, I didn't. Because these were important to me. Hidden death. It says, something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. And then underneath that was Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Y'all, don't look back. Remember in the Bible, I don't know, something happened in the Bible. They burned the city and God told them don't look back. And then somebody looked back and they perished. You spent already enough time in that place. You've already spent more than enough time, okay? More than enough time in that space of destruction. More than enough time in that space of sadness, of depression, of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling burning. You spend enough time in that place. There is nothing else there. That is fucking desert, dry ass land. Nothing else is going to grow in that place because you're not meant to be there. You're being called to venture to somewhere else. It's a magical gateway for you, okay? This is where you're supposed to go. And I need to stop saying okay. Why the hell I keep saying that? And then wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. That's what you've learned inside of yourself. You've gained so much wisdom in that time of concealment. There is so much that has happened in there. I want to share what has happened in there, but I need to wait for the right time to share. I want to so badly. Now isn't the time because I'm still in movement time. Okay, I want to be able to reflect with y'all soon. Okay, but you have the wisdom inside of you. Okay, go ahead and do it. Embrace those powers that you have inside of you. You've learned so much. Now is the time where you can take what you've learned and practice. Okay, now it's practice time. Okay, we've learned. We were in here learning. That's what we spent this whole time doing. We've been learning this whole time. Now it's time to take action in this new element of who you are. Now it's time to take action. Now it's time to do. So I just wanted to say that. Step out of your comfort zone. Know that God has your back. Know that you have your back. Know that your higher self will never lead you where you're not supposed to be. Trust yourself enough. The cards don't want to go away. Trust yourself enough to know that where you are meant to be, you are going to be. And that place has so many rewards, so much goodness and so much light there that you have to experience, that you want to experience, that you've called in. Take the leap of faith. Do something that you thought you would have never done to get somewhere where you thought you would have never been. I love y'all. I will see y'all all soon. Bye.